It is your boy, Daddy Shark. Obviously, didn't you know? It is Tuesday, June 13th. We are loading up news. So we have CPI news dropping. We've got... Let's extend the news a little bit just so we can see a bit more. There we go. So we had this GBP claimant amount that came in better than expected. GBP's up today. I already had a quick glance on that. And this USD news drops in about 20 minutes. And then we have some more GBP news later on tonight. And then some more US dollar economic drops tomorrow and Thursday and Friday. So lots of USD dollar info. Alright, let's get into the charts. This is GBPCHF. This is the trade that we were previously... We've been in since the 1st, so almost 2 weeks we've been in this trade. Quick drop down, prices reversed against us. I think we've analyzed that we're in a bit of an ascending channel at the moment. Not an ideal situation to be in, but depending on how news plays out, we may get out at break even and then reverse our position to the upside. GBP seems to be quite bullish these days, so yeah, we'll take it. GBPNZD, again, we've got this sell trigger right here based on the idea that price typically rejects at this 205 level. So we've got this rejection up here at 207, and ideally as we consider this a lower high, we'll start to break below and we'll get into this trade. This one's more of a speculative trade than a systems trade. It's more based on the idea that price is continuously rejected at these highs, and so we're deviating from the usual systems plan. A couple of the trades we were looking to get into yesterday. AUDJPY, we were looking to get into a sell as price came up here to 95.77. So still a ways away. Still looking to get into that sell. AUDCAD, we were looking to get into a buy down here at 898. Obviously price continued on up, and so we are invalidating that price, that buy. And I think that's it. So, just give me one sec. Actually, we can leave that. That's okay. All right. Let's get into some market analysis. Again, price is continuing higher. I'm actually still keen on getting in on this sell if price were to come down. We have to be quite the precipitous drop down, but I do think that were it to drop down, the likelihood of it continuing lower is not too severe, such that it could continue higher to these highs. So I'm actually going to maintain that position. Price is deviated against this, but we're still, if price came down, I'd still consider that to be a higher low and still well within the possibility of the channel. And it's still a good opportunity. So we're going to stick to that one. AUDCHF, price continuing higher, not much change from yesterday. Not huge opportunity that I'm looking at, so we will just continue to monitor. Similarly, AUDJPY, I think we were looking for the sell because of these resistance points, and that price would be well overextended at that point were it to get that high, with ample opportunity to come down. Again, we don't have a limit order because I want to ensure that when price comes up there and we're looking for a sell, we get some confluence with some other yen pairs. I don't want to just hop in on AUDJPY. I don't think it's one of the yen pairs that really moves the market for those 6. You know, I would say that's probably something like UJ. So I'm really just looking, to see what the other ones are looking like. If they're at resistance points as well, then I'd be more inclined to take the sell. If they're not, then I'm definitely not inclined to take the sell. Odd and nice big move. Oh, big yawns. And not much opportunity here. Very, very bullish. If you're a breakout buyer, this is tremendous opportunity, but me, I'm a big fan of pullbacks, and we don't have many pullbacks on this. They're very, very small pullbacks, not giving you this super if you bought breakouts, you'd be peachy. You could have bought a breakout here, 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 and without any major pullbacks, you would have been fine. But that would have been a good strategy for this. Very, very strong trend. But that, alas, is not how I trade. AUDUSD, again, we are getting into this significant level of resistance. Could be a good opportunity for a sell, but the price is just so bullish right now. So not the wisest option to get into without a few other confluences, whether that be some of the other US dollar, or maybe you're trading fundamental news and you're expecting CPI to come out quite bullish. And hopefully be quite positive for the dollar. That might shoot the price down, but that's not something that I trade, so I'm not going to go in with that expectation. CADCHF. Get rid of these 2 boxes. Add in a little trend line. A little wedge trend line. Not that that helps too much. Again, we've got this large negative price action here. Looking for a sell at some point. I think ideally our sell was going to be up top here. These multiple levels of resistance, but it's tough because at that point it breaks the lower trend line and there's just so much gap in space towards the upper trend line. It would be difficult to take that sell, so we're just going to leave it for now. CADJPY, another very bullish yen pair. If price continues to break out higher and pulls back, we could be looking to buy into the pullback. If price gets up here, this is what I mean. If price gets up here on the Canadian at about 106, maybe a little lower, and price also reaches that previous level of resistance on AUDJPY, and let's say we look at a few other yen pairs and they all seem to be at a significant resistance level, that's when I'd think about selling. That's when I'd say, okay, well, all the yen pairs seem to be at a pretty significant level of resistance. Let's see, let's go CHF-JPY. He's a bit tougher. He's sort of fizzling out. CHF hasn't been as strong the past few days, the Swissy. But the yen pair here is like at an all-time high. It's ridiculous. It's just, yeah. Yeah, let's go monthly. Sorry. Yeah, very, very close to an all-time high from back in 80. makes sense why he would be rejecting so significantly, just because of that. The previous high was 158,450. Current high 155.5. So again, reaching very significant all-time highs, or close to. Could be looking at a reversal trade on the yen pairs at some point in the upcoming days, but for now, we're not going to trade them. There's other, as long as price continues to climb, we will try to get into that buy as price goes higher, and there are other better yen pairs to trade. All right, Euro AUD. Prices continue to break down below this level. Not much opportunity here. Interesting. EURCAD. Price is starting to trend back up. We are breaking this trend line. I think if we hold support and start to form a channel up, this could be an opportunity for a buy, but we need that market structure to form before we get into this trade. So let's continue on. EURCHF, nice break, nice retest, continued growth up. I think we're just going to ignore this guy for now and let him play out. EUROJ, again, let's see. Monthly data, we're getting close to this previous high here, or we've already broken above it. So on the EUROJPY, we're well above the highs that we would need to be. Kind of. This is a previous high at 151555. So it seems like all the yen pairs that we've viewed so far are getting close to some pretty significant highs. Could be some significant resistance levels. We'll look at the yen basket pair in a sec. The end, EURGBP continues to blow down. I think we were looking for an opportunity to get into a sell. We're priced to come up to this 868 level. It would have to be a pretty precipitous increase up here. I don't want necessarily market structure to form for price to go up. So what I'm not looking for is for higher low or higher highs and higher lows to build up here, anticipating it to come back down. I would like a quick new snap up and then a quick sell back down. Not totally sure if we're gonna get that. EURNZD, and we've got a little bit of a channel forming here. However, prices come into the support level. My doggo has gotten up out of her slumber, so she's hoping for some pets. I can't not give my dog pets. Again, we need to break this level of market structure and potentially even use it as an opportunity for a sell. What I mean by that is, sorry, it's difficult. My right hand goes to my dog for switches, so. Something like that. That's not the best drawn, but ideally price stays in this channel. As it breaks below this market level of structure, we then use this as an opportunity for a sell. And that's just sort of anticipating that that happens. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. If it happens, great, we can use that as an opportunity for a sell. That's what we want. Right, GJ was the other sell. So looking at GJ here, sorry, not sell, GJ was the other buy. We had placed a buy right down here as price was coming down from yesterday. We're trying to get in a good level where we can aim for 150 pip stop loss, so a big stop loss, but it was below these other lows here that we were anticipating could happen. And then aim for a 3-to-1 for price to go significantly higher. Doesn't look like that's going to be the case. But if price does come down on this CPI news, I'm still looking to get into the trade. Again, looks like he's made significant highs. If we look over here, our next level of highs aren't till, like, it looks like he's already broken out above these sort of small resistance levels here at 174. Next sort of resistance levels that we'll have are 188 and then 195, and these are back from 2015 levels. So lots of opportunity for bullish growth. We'll see how price reacts in about 6 minutes. We do have market orders for those. No, sorry, limit orders, not market orders for those. All right. EURUSD is continuing this channel up. Not much of an opportunity here. We're waiting for a significant pullback that'll give us a good entry. But there's not much level of market structure here that I would deem as significant. You know, not a single level I can see that gives many points of resistance or support enough to say that I'd be interested in getting into that trade. GBPAUD is continuing down lower. Again, not much market structure is forming. It's just quick price action moves. I'm a fan of very visible highs and lows with multiple levels. This is just boom high, boom low. I'm much more keen on something like this, where you got like a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Even this isn't as pretty as I'd like to be able to trade. One day I'll be able to trade something like this. Today is not it. So we got to trade within the confines of our skill. This is GBPCHF. This is the trade we are in that is currently negative. We are down 50 pips with a stop loss. I think the stop loss was set above here at 1450. So it's about 100 pips, or about halfway to our stop loss, unfortunately. We can see this ascending channel that I was talking about. If price continues to shoot up higher, closer towards our stop target, we might move our take profit to break even and get into a buy trade instead, just based on how this market structure is looking this time around. If price just shoots up on CPI news and knocks us out, it knocks us out, unfortunately. But that's sort of the plan for that trade. Again, GBPNZD, we're looking for price to drop down. You can see this lower low, equal lows. We're definitely poised to break this level and come down, but we'll see. We will see. Again, less of a system trade on this one. This one has less to do with trend lines and more with historical price action. Significantly long-term historical price action. GU looking like a pretty big replica of EUROUSD. Some very big price swings from highs to low, looking to be back in this ascending channel. Again, probably looking for a buy, but waiting for some better market structure to form. NZDCAD continuing higher on this level. I think I mentioned that I was looking to get into a buy as price comes back up here, but just having difficulty discerning good opportunities. It seems like wherever I look, there's price, there's a good support level, and then it's just data. Instead of seeing very clear and concise support and resistance levels. Maybe when we drop to the lower time frame, we'll see something. NZDCHF, again, not too bad. The unfortunate part is if price were to come to a level that I think would be a good resistance level, such as up here, price significantly breaks out of the trend line at that point. So we will see. NZDJ, one of the next J pairs. Do we have a significant level of resistance that we're looking at here? Yes, we do. Price gets up here at 88, good opportunity for a sell. Again, that's more in confluence to the AUDJPY trade. So what we'll do is, I mean, if all those prices hit those resistance levels that we had previously discussed about, that's a good opportunity for a sell in my mind. We'll pick the weakest of the pairs, or the pair we feel like will be the weakest over the oncoming days to weeks. Or maybe just spread the risk among all the pairs. That can be an opportunity too. If the system, sometimes you can find good correlated trades by spreading risk among different pairs. By that I mean, instead of spending one lot and shorting AUDJPY, you take all 6, 5, 4 pairs and you spread that one lot among them. So maybe you do a 0.25 lot on 4 pairs, a point, I don't know, my math is pretty bad, 0.2 lot on 5 pairs, or a 0.17 lot on 6 pairs, on all 6 pairs, just depending on which ones you see have reached that sort of resistance level. And ideally you set the stop loss at the exact same distance, because that ensures your risk is the same among them all, which is not easy, which is sometimes harder to do, considering NZDJPY goes for 85 and GBPJPY goes for 175. It's kind of difficult to set both of them for 100 pips. 100 pips is a lot harder for NZDJPY to hit than GBPJPY, but you can also sort of adjust the lot sizes accordingly. That's a lot more work though. You know, we all hate work. That's why we trade. Alright, NZDU, again, nice sort of break at this support level. Price is continuing higher here. Not a huge fan. Could definitely see price coming back down, and then I was looking for a buy. Oh, this is the CPI news that's coming out. So this is shooting up, which means the dollar is not doing very well, which means it came out negative. Who knows? That's my stance, but that's really poor understanding of fundamentals. So let's take a look. It did come out negative. Okay. So 0.1 versus 0.2, 4 versus 4.1. Which would suggest that this is deflationary, I think, which is kind of what you want it to be at this point in time. I think you want CPI news, CPI to be coming down year over year. Right, you do want it to be deflationary, but because it's deflationary, the likelihood of them increasing interest rates will be probably lower, which means the value of the dollar will be less, which is why these pairs are going up. Don't quote me on that, I'm not a market analyst. I don't trade fundamental news, but that's my limited understanding of it, which is why NZDUSD is going up right now. Anyways, getting back into it, USDCAD, again trading at this significant level of support. Wouldn't necessarily say this is a great opportunity for a buy, however, not much other fundamental or technical. Technical levels here, so we are just going to move right along. USDCHF, lots of a jumbled mess here. Price continued to come up and has rejected back down again. We create an equal high but a lower low, so we are looking for a sell, but we are waiting for price action to sort of figure itself out first. We'll wait. UJ still trading within this pennant again. Let's actually take a look at all the J's. It looks like some middling information. We have quite a few dojis here. EURJ, GJ, big doji energy here. Alright. UJ is going down, that makes sense. The US dollar would go down from that news. How about stocks? US 30 continuing up. Again, great for breakout buyers, not so great for a pullback trend follower like myself. And gold is dojiing with some significant level here. Okay, that's kind of it for the hourly. Let's quickly hop on 5 minutes and see if we can't find any significant trends to get into. Good trend, a little too bullish. No. Sideways price action. Good trend, again a little too bullish, not really meeting our criteria. This is the one we were kind of hoping for price to continue in this channel down. GJ, if price comes down, we're looking for a buy. Not likely at this point. GBPNZD could end up failing. GBPNZD is usually pretty correlated with the US dollar. So when the US dollar goes up, GBPNZD tends to go up. When US dollar goes down, GBPNZD tends to go down. So as it gets crushed, I'm expecting price to go down. Alright. No surprise at that. Here, USDCAD as well. Okay. So part of me wants to, interestingly enough, I would say the only one worth getting a buy into is USDJPY. Just based on this market structure, we have multiple lows here as well as this ascending trend line support, but we are getting crushed on fundamental news, so that's never a good opportunity to get into the market, especially if that news carries over. So what I mean is, we get into a buy here, price starts to come back up, and then sort of the Asian market swaps over and starts to sell based on the CPI news, anticipating the US dollar to drop tomorrow from the interest rate decision. So we are going to, I think the goal is to stay out this morning. Alright, that's it for the 5-minute 1-hour analysis. Thank you for tuning in, all 2 of you viewers, for your 37 seconds. I hope you all have a wonderful trading day, and I will catch you again tomorrow.